So why are you still here? To solve the puzzle. There's no puzzle. There's just one step at a time in the right direction. There's no puzzle to solve. Always try to figure it out. Yeah? That's the way of the kilesas. Just Buddha, 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 or attention on the breath. Yeah? You always want to do vipassana, vipassana. You can't even do samadhi. Yeah? And you already want to do vipassana. Yeah? Contemplation. What do you want to contemplate? Yeah? For you, contemplation, for people who don't have samadhi, it's just like thinking. Has thinking solved any problems yet? Huh? Ask yourself. Huh? You can't solve any problems with thinking. So your contemplation is nothing else than thinking. Haven't you understood what I was saying? Yeah? You have to open your inner eyes in order to do vipassana. Inside meditation, vipassana is called inside. It's not outside, it's inside. Because samatha is so difficult. It's so difficult, isn't it? It's so boring, to stay with the Buddha, we just want to think. Yeah? That's not going to solve any problems, Seeing inside, that is solving problems, yeah? But for being able to see inside, our mind has to be completely calm, without any thoughts. Is that clear? Is that really clear? Yeah? So you do have to do the hard work of, calming the mind down. Until it can stay on the object of samatha, that be in the Buddha or be it the breath at the tip of the nose, for at least 10 minutes without any thought or memory interfering. Is that clear? You got it? Otherwise it's just thinking. And thinking, it's just thinking in the world. Yeah? Vipassana is insight into the true nature of things. Yeah? And we only get an insight in the true nature of the things if the citta is completely clear. Yeah? Try to look outside, what do you see, as long as the curtain is there? As long as the curtain of thinking and memory is still there, you don't see anything outside. No? Not clear? No? I don't want to. So difficult. Buddha is so difficult, yeah? All our life we have been trained to think, and now somebody tells us, should stop thinking, yeah? And that's what's difficult, yeah? Stop thinking, yeah? Replace any thought that comes, yeah? During the day, no matter what you do, yeah? With the Buddha or, yeah? With the attention on the breath. Just know the breath all the time, yeah? Until the mind really stops. Once the mind really stops, then you can do vipassana. And as I explained you have to see the things, that you investigate. With your inner eyes, not with the outer eyes. Yeah? When you want to contemplate death, then you have to see death. Yeah? The citta has went through so many deaths, it can just show you. Yeah? Your previous death, your death, 500 lifetimes ago, yeah? It knows it all, yeah? You can't even imagine it. You can't even think about it. But the citta knows it. It knows everything, yeah? It has gone through so many lifetimes, it knows it, you just focus it, on the right thing, and it will come up, yeah? Not immediately, yeah? It's a training, just like the training of samatha, yeah? Now, not happy, huh? It's not easy. Huh? Why do you think, we become monks, we are not crazy? Huh? What do you think? Huh? What for? If we just can do it, 10 days retreat, and relieve ourselves of all dukkha, huh? Why should we become a monk? Yeah? Live the life of a recluse. Why? If it is so easy, yeah? It's a harsh training, yeah? Living on the food that is given, yeah? Huh? Not being able to complain, yeah? Living in a harsh environment, yeah? Where there are snakes, where there are rats, where all sorts of, mosquitoes and so on, yeah? We are not living in houses, yeah? We're living in simple kutis or sometimes even caves or under the foot of a tree, yeah? And everything crawls around there, yeah? Ants are crawling around there, yeah? Snakes are there, rats are there, yeah? Geckos and so on, yeah? Why do you think we do that? Because we are crazy? Huh? Yeah? Yeah, we are crazy. We are striving for deliverance from dukkha. Yeah? In order to strive for deliverance from dukkha, we have to bring up the kilesas that don't like these environments. Yeah? They don't like to live in a cave, where they are afraid, of all these ghosts and demons that are in these caves, yeah? We are living in grounds where there are ghosts, yeah? Who people normally avoid, yeah? People here in Asia are very afraid of ghosts, yeah? They should be more afraid of people, around them, yeah? More harmful. Why do you think we do that? Yeah? Why do you think the Lord Buddha, not only said, there are the forests, there are the lonely places that people, normally don't go there. Yeah? That's the places for you monks, to practice. Not in groups, not 100 people, together, or practicing there together, sitting there together, yeah, eating there together. No, that's where you go alone, by yourself, and train yourself. Yeah? Why do you think he said that if it wouldn't be necessary? Huh? The Lord Buddha never asked anything, that was not necessary of the monks, yeah? Or of the nuns and lay people, yeah? He only taught, what was absolutely necessary. What wasn't necessary, he didn't tell us, to do, yeah? And then he gave us the 13 Dhutangas, yeah? Dhutangas are ascetic practices to even bring out more the kilesas, yeah? If you don't know where your enemy hides, how can you kill him? Huh? Huh? You have to bring him up. You have to see him. That's what we, for instance, do when we do our super practice, as I explained yesterday. That's where we bring up the kilesas of greed and hate. And that's where we can chop off the head, yeah? You know how to kill a turtle, yeah? You poke in the ass, and it puts out its, head, and then you chop it off. Never had it? That's what we do with the kilesas, yeah? Huh? We give him some, bad food to eat, so they put out the head, and complain, and then we chop them off. If they don't show their faces to us, how can we kill them? How can we get rid of them? Tell me. Anybody else an idea? Huh? Oh yes, there's another idea. Going in the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, fourth jhana, contemplating about death, and birth, and then we are enlightened. Huh? Anybody believes that? Huh? Huh? We love to believe it, yeah? I've never seen any arahant, in Thailand, telling this way, telling this path. They all told us, about training of samadhi, yeah, going in the forest, going into lonely places, yeah, living in caves, yeah, and doing asubha. That's their way, to get enlightenment. But it's nice to read, yeah. I believed it before I became a monk, yeah. Then I knew, it's not the right way. It doesn't work out, yeah. You get it, huh? It's not fun life, We're not crazy, pulling ourselves off the society, refraining from all this entertainment that you have in your pockets, yeah? Called smartphones, yeah? Entertainment box, ever ready, always ready, yeah? Before that, 30 years ago, we need to go to the movie theater to see a movie, huh? We didn't do that every day. Now we do it every day, yeah? It's there all the time, entertainment box, yeah? Why do you think, we need to do that, yeah? In order to fight boredom, in order to fight, restlessness, yeah? All these things, they're all kilesas, yeah? In order to find worry, or fear of death. Are you afraid of death? Huh? No, just imagine, somebody, you get out of this Dhamma hall, and go in the dark streets, and somebody, grabs you by your throat, and kills you slowly off, yeah? You like that? We are all going to die. Every one of us. There's nobody who has ever survived. We are born to die, yeah? And it's up to us, to do something with our life, yeah? It's to bring meaning to our life. That should be the purpose of our life, huh? Not just sitting and wait, until death is coming, yeah? And then lamenting, oh, death is coming, I don't have time, still want to do this or that, huh? Death can come any time, can come tonight. We fall off the stairs, we break our neck, dead, and then we're dead. Or we go in our car, and we hit the road, and somebody drives in our car and we are dead. It can all happen. We don't know when we are going to die, and that's probably, quite good, yeah? Otherwise we would be scared all the time. Yeah? The problem is not that we are going to die, the problem is how we die. And we most probably die with a lot of pain. Yeah? Maybe some of us get a sickness that holds on for 6 or 7 or 8 years, yeah? Getting painful, slowly painful by the day. And we're knowing that there is no cure for the sickness. Huh? So what are we going to do? Huh? Go to Switzerland to kill ourselves? Like some people do, yeah? That's not the solution. Yeah? To kill oneself is one of the big sins, yeah? It's breaking the first precepts. Not harming any living being, and you're included in a living being, or are you a zombie? Huh? So we're a living being, we shouldn't kill ourselves, yeah? So how are we going to approach death? Huh? Hello? Here you are? Okay, I'm ready. Pack my packs and go. What? The urgency to practice. Yeah. Yeah, but it's so difficult, and then you get the urgency. Yeah? Do something that is meaningful with your life. Yeah? And we don't know how we die. Maybe we get cancer. Yeah? Maybe we get Parkinson. Maybe we get, what is the other, Alzheimer. Yeah? Where we start to forget everything. We just become babies in our old age. Yeah? Every one of you, knows these diseases. Yeah? Maybe has a relative, who has one of these diseases. Yeah? It's not easy to cope with it. How are we going to cope with it? Huh? If you're prepared to die any moment, there's no problem. And we are only prepared to die if we do the utmost, for our salvation. Yeah? At any moment of time, then we can die any time. Yeah? If you know today I did all the best, that I could do, then where's the problem of dying? Yeah? Each day you do the same thing. Each day, you put the most effort in your practice, yeah, to make the chitta clean, to fight the kilesas, yeah? And then you don't have any worries about death. Huh? No? I don't worry about death. And you see, some people, who only did good in their lives, they have no qualms about, death. Why should they? Because if they die, they go to heaven. Yeah? But we, we who gathered a lot of bad karma, are of course afraid, where we're going when we die. That's why we don't like to die. Yeah? Ask yourself, do you like to die, Huh? Are you afraid of death? Then there are some bad karma stored up, that waits at the end of our life. With the demons of hell already waiting for us, when we die. Okay, here is the way. Yeah? Here's the path to hell. Nobody believes that, huh? You're all Buddhists, we don't go to hell. Huh? Yeah? You really believe that? The hell is full of monks? Of Buddhist monks? Of Christian monks? They also go to hell. Huh? Why shouldn't we go to hell? But in German we have a saying, if you have a good conscience, you can go to sleep any time, or you can die any time. If you have a bad conscience, of course you worry about death. Yeah? So look at your conscience, If you have a good conscience, you don't have to worry about death. Yeah? If you did a lot of things wrong in your life, well, then of course you have to worry about death. Not nice, huh? Not a good topic, huh? Face the truth, yeah? That's the first thing, to face, not to hide behind our beliefs that we are good Buddhists, Why did the Lord Buddha say, so many people go to hell and only so few, going up to heaven? Huh? Why do you think he said it? Did he lie to us? Huh? You see that bull over there? How many hairs has he on his fur? These are the people who go to hell. How many horns does he have? You know how many horns does a bull have? Two. Out of 1 million of hairs. They are going to heaven. And the rest of us going to hell. It's not the first time, don't worry about it. Maybe you see some of your friends down there. I mean, in some of these Asian countries, it's a common saying, if two friends do something bad, and then they part, and then say, see you again in hell, yeah? I mean, it's something that we all know, yeah? I mean, we have been in hell so many times. We also have been in heaven, yeah? And we've been human beings for so many times, yeah? And the human life is where you create your heaven and where you create your hell time, yeah? And lots of people, just have a break from hell, yeah? And they can't wait to get back to hell, doing all these bad things, yeah? Some people wonder why there are so many human beings. Because there's a lot of hell break at the moment, yeah? Prisoner break, they all get released, from prison, and then, just wait 2 or 3 years until they go back to prison. They can't wait, because it's safe there, yeah? They don't have to worry about the food, yeah? They don't have to work, yeah? And that's the same thing with us beings, yeah? Coming from hell, spending our time, doing bad things in order to go back to hell. Yeah? But it's the choice of everyone, yeah? You don't like that topic? Huh? Looking at the faces, you don't seem to like the topic, huh? I mean, it's reality, yeah? You have to face up to reality, yeah? I mean, it's your choice. Any moment you have the choice, not to go there or to go there. And what choice are you making per day? You have 24 hours, take away 8 hours of sleep, yeah, then you still have 16 hours to decide where you go. And how often do you make a wish, to be helpful to others, to give something, and how many times, you just look after yourself. Not knowing, what kind of effects it has. One good deed per day, and 1,000 bad deeds per day, yeah? That's a normal, usual ratio. This Ajahn is not your friendly neighborhood monk, yeah? Who tells us, come here, give me, and then you all go to heaven? No. It would be a lie if I tell you this. Huh? I'm not here to tell you lies, yeah? I'm here to tell you this truth, yeah? And how you can avoid it, yeah? How you can, find your way out of the hamster wheel. I was talking yesterday about it, very clearly, So you know what it is, yeah? I mean, sila, samadhi, panya, yeah? Keeping the 5 precepts, that gives you the right to come back as a human being, yeah? You don't have to go to hell, yeah? From now on, keep it, and then you might be safe, yeah? And then do samadhi, train the mind to get calm. I mean, there you find your happiness, huh? If you ever look for happiness, that's where you find it, yeah? In the heart, it arises in the heart, nowhere else. Greed arises in the heart, hate arises in the heart, delusion arises in the heart, yeah? They all arise here in the heart, yeah? So why do we look outside, yeah? Or why do we look in books, Doesn't arise there. Then the truth arises in the heart. That's what we do when we do inside meditation, yeah? Or it's called vipassana, yeah? But the vipassana, the thought, is mostly taught in the West, it's just watching your mind. Well, that doesn't help anything, it's not investigation. Watching the mind, you can do that for the rest of your life and nothing changes. Yeah? You have to understand why that, what is happening at any moment. Yeah? That's why I told you yesterday to do the reflection, the daily reflection. What did I think about when I woke up, What did I do then? What kind of thoughts were in my mind? What kind of, memories came up? What kind of feelings, yeah? Then what did I do then? If you don't remember, just skip to the next part, yeah? Until you come to the point where you sit there, yeah? Normally do that after samadhi, after calm meditation, after samatha, yeah? When the mind is calm and is able to cope with this task very easily. And do that every day, until you understand what you're doing, why you're doing, and what kind of results it has. Yeah? As I said, that makes us a human being. Otherwise, we are just robots, running after our desires, running away from hate, yeah? Running after the things that we like, and running away from the things that we dislike. That's what we normally do. Look at your life. You do it so automatically that you might not even notice it. Yeah? When you see something, on the streets, see something that is ugly or disgusting, you look away. You don't look there, oh, what is that? Yeah? That reminds me of investigation, there's a joke in Germany, two friends are going on the street walk, yeah? And then one friend says to the other, oh, be careful, there's a heap of shit. And the other said, I don't believe that. And then he goes and smells. Okay, it smells like shit, yeah? But he's still, he's not convinced that it is really shit, Then he touches it and says, it feels like shit, yeah? He's not yet convinced that it is really shit, Then he's tasted, said, that tastes like shit. Oh, only good that we didn't step into it. But that is the kind of investigation, yeah, that we have to do, yeah? We smell it, and it's not enough, for the investigation to take place. So then we touch it, but it's not yet convincing. Only when we taste it, then it's convincing. That's how our investigation of anything should go, yeah? Not just seeing and say, that's shit, let's go walk away, yeah? That doesn't mean, we understand what it is, he really got it. Yeah? So it is a joke, it is a very good joke. It shows, It shows how we should go on with our investigation. Yeah? Not just, okay, I understand it now. And then we leave it, and we have not really understood it. Just the way, okay, that looks like shit, or that looks like a super, yeah? Or that looks disgusting, that doesn't mean anything, yeah? Then we have to probe into it, yeah? Smell it, touch it, and then taste it. And then we know what it is. Now, not to your liking? Oh. We have to understand the nature of things, yeah? We just cannot assume, we use all these words, yeah? But we forget, the meaning of these words. Huh? What does it mean? For this person it means one thing, for another person the same word means something else. A word is just a pointer to one of experience or to more than one experiences. And now, when we talk about hate, yeah, we all know it, when we talk about pain, that's why I tell you to investigate pain. What is pain? We know the word pain and then we already run away from it. We do have to actually go back to what it means, to what the experience is like. That's why we have to investigate everything and anything. Huh? Whatever is not experienced, whatever is not investigated, it's that where the kilesas hide behind it. And they just push it forward and say, yeah, that's pain, yeah, that's pain, that's pain. Yeah? And we say, okay, I don't want it, yeah. No, we have to investigate until we understand the nature of pain. We have to investigate until we understand the nature of fear. We have to investigate until we understand the nature of worries, or boredom, or restlessness, or whatever it is, yeah? Or sleepiness, huh? Or sloth and torpor. We just say it, and we act on it. That's not a human being, These are just words, and when we are very clever with manipulating words, yeah? And we don't really know what is behind it. What does it mean? There's such a common word, it's called love. What does it mean? Huh? Ask different people, they have different interpretations. And what kind of feeling does it refer to? Happy feeling? Yeah. Do we know it? We say we love somebody, What does it mean? Huh? Or we like somebody, or we dislike somebody. What is behind that word? We live completely on a level that is completely separated from reality. Because reality is that what is happening right now at that moment. Yeah? And we don't need words to express it because we know it's happening. Or don't you know your feelings when they are happening? Do you need words to express that feeling? When you're with yourself, you're talking to yourself? Yes, you're talking to yourself, yeah? When you sit in meditation, you're constantly talking to yourself. Isn't that strange, huh? No, there's a voice in you, you constantly comments, what is happening, and you're deluded by believing it. Yes, my Lord, yes, my Lord, yes, my Lord. Yeah? You must be right, I'm not doing my meditation right, I should do it like this, I'm not sitting straight, I should sit like that. That's the voice of the kilesas. That's not our voice, because we know that there is a voice, yeah? And then, this voice tells us, to do this, and then we do it. So, who is the one who does it? Huh? And who is the one who suggests it? Two different kinds, yeah? So we have to get straight, yeah? Understand what is happening, yeah? See that these things are not me, not mine, and not myself, yeah? Whatever I can perceive, whatever I can hear. And it doesn't stop in meditation, they constantly come, yeah? And if it is nice, they tell us, that was such a nice meditation, yeah? And then it's over. The moment they come and interfere, it's over. The nice meditation is gone. And we are back to point one. It's a damn nuisance, shut them out, kick them out. Close the door behind you and don't let them in. Huh? That's what we train with samatha. And that's what you have to be able to do any time. That's where is our safe place where we can recharge our batteries, yeah? You recharge your batteries every day, when you're tired from work, you go and sleep, huh? And your mind, you never let it sleep, yeah? While you're sleeping, the mind is dreaming, the heart is dreaming, and thinking about this, thinking about that, worrying about this, worrying about that. Give your mind a break, yeah? Give your heart a break, let it rest as well. It must be completely overworked, yeah? Huh? Never thought about it. Because it's running. It's like a computer constantly running. But it's running in circles, yeah? You probably have noticed, yeah? Always the same thoughts, always the same worries, always the same fears. Yeah? Running in circles, bringing it up again. But it's in your power to shut it down. I mean, if you turn off the computer, shut it down, what does it do? Nothing. Yeah? Unless you turn it on again. And we can do that, but it will be a lot of effort. Yeah? Because we like this entertainment station. Yeah? Just like when I was in America, I was there in the 80s, started there. When you went to a family, the radio was constantly on 24 hours, the TV was constantly on 24 hours. They never had any moment of quietude. I was thinking, that's crazy. I would go insane, constantly hearing these voices from the TV or seeing the picture from the TV and hearing the radio. But they got so used to it, just like you get used to the commentator that is in your mind. You don't even question it. They tells you, I like this, I like that, I need to go shopping, I need a new dress, I need to make my hair, Huh? You don't know that? Huh? That's a commentator that is constantly running 24 hours, 24/7, And this one is you have to shut down. Yeah? And then you can see what is in the chitta. Only then, when you shut it down, you can see what is in the chitta. Yeah? But we are too lazy to shut down. Yeah? We want an easy way out. Yeah? That's why we don't do samatha, we do vipassana. Huh? That's not vipassana, that's thinking. You know that? Thinking? The thing that we do all the time? Thinking about this, thinking about that. We can think about death, it won't solve the problem. We can think about sickness, yeah? We can even think about birth and death, yeah? It doesn't solve the problem because we don't get any insight. Because we think outside. Yeah? Is that clear? Huh? Yeah? Huh? Huh? So you only do vipassana once the mind is calm for at least 10 minutes. There's no more thought coming in, and there's no more memory coming in, and then you can start doing your vipassana. And then you concentrate on the body, because this is the biggest problem. Yeah? You don't think the body is the biggest problem, huh? You carry all this flesh around you, and the bones, wherever you go. All of your life, all of your time you spend looking after the body, to feed it, to house it, to clothe it, and to give it medicine, huh? And you don't have even, and you're so tired of looking after the body that you think is such a amazement, yeah? Or gives us all this sukha. Does the body give us really all this sukha? Huh? If it is hungry, what is that? What is that called? Dukkha. Dissatisfaction when we are hungry, or not? Huh? And then we eat something, and then we call that sukha. Then hit your head against the wall, and then wait until the pain is over, and then you call that sukha? Huh? It's a German saying, yeah? It's so nice when the pain goes. That's why we hit our head against the wall. Germany has a lot of nice sayings, yeah? It's really nice when the pain goes, doesn't it? And we like that, That's why we eat, because the hunger is pain, yeah? Thirst is pain. Tiredness is pain. That's why we fall, that's why we go to sleep, isn't it? I mean, if you're really tired, it is very, very discomfortable. You can't concentrate, I mean, you just look, to go to bed. Huh? So, I mean, the sukha that we think is within the body is actually the relief of dukkha. Once you've eaten, if you think eating itself, is sukha, is pleasant, why don't you stop? Why do you stop eating? Because when you're full, you don't want to eat anymore. Huh? No? Huh? So how can we call that, pleasant? We just relieve our body of the unpleasantness, and then we call that sukha. That's a misconception. Because we don't realize that hunger is dukkha. We don't realize that tiredness is dukkha. We don't even realize, that when we need to the toilet and relieve ourselves, that is dukkha. Huh? Yeah? Sometimes not even, bearing the pain, not finding a toilet nearby. Yeah? I mean, we live in a dream world when you think, that this body gives us any pleasant things. Huh? Anybody, anybody who convinces Ajahn, that there are some pleasantries of the body, come forward, Maybe I'm mistaken, maybe I've overlooked something, I just spent the last 20 years of investigating this damn thing. But maybe one of you has an idea. Anybody? Giving birth is sukha? After it comes out of the womb, and when the pain is gone. So nobody seems to have any idea, So why do you keep this body? Why do we take, why? Because we don't understand. Because we believe, eating is pleasant, drinking is pleasant, going to sleep is pleasant. That's why we have these strange ideas, That's why we want to keep up this body. No? I mean, just think about another thing, that drives us crazy, sexual desire. When we have the sexual desire and cannot solve it, is that pleasant or unpleasant? Anybody thinks that is pleasant? No? But the moment we can dissolve it, we are so happy. No? That's the illusion about the body that we have, Isn't it? No? Am I crazy? So why do we keep up with this? We constantly have to look after it. We have to house it, we have to clothe it, we have to feed it, and we have to put it to bed. So why do we keep up with this body? Nobody ever thought about it? Well, if you didn't think about it, now it's time to think about it. And why do you want the next body? The older you grow, the more you think about the next life. You want to be young again, And that must have been so much sukha when you were young, Yeah. Because we didn't see all these things, Now that we get older, we notice the body more and more and more, And if we start, the moment we start meditation, the only thing that we have troubles with is this damn body. Huh? No? Never noticed, yeah? I mean, all our life before we started meditation, we didn't even know that we have a body, yeah? We didn't realize it. Now that we sit, for half an hour, then we realize, we have a body. Welcome to the world of reality. Now we realize that we have a body, and that is a heavy burden, huh? Now? Does it make sense what I'm talking about? Huh? Huh? But we don't like to hear it so much, huh? We like to live in our illusion, that this is something nice, We look in the mirror, today I look so happy, look so good, And the next day I look in the mirror, so terrible, yeah? Just from one day to the other, yeah? One day, I like myself, when I look in the mirror. The next day, I hate myself, How do you look, Look at all these wrinkles around your eyes. Look at the gray hairs that are coming out. So much dukkha. Yeah. One day it's nice. The next day it's, terrible, yeah? It's always changing, yeah? One day the dukkha brings us a lot of discomfort. Next day we hardly feel it, and so on and so on. Yeah? So, welcome to the world of the body. Realize what the body is, and then think about, is it worthwhile to work all our life? And the work that we do to earn money is not easy. No, it ain't easy, We have to put up with a lot of difficulties, Most of us, None of us is so rich, that he can afford a life of leisure. Yeah? We all have to work for our life, huh? Why is there somebody so rich and he can give me some money? Huh? No, we all have to work for our life, And it is not easy, yeah? Getting up, 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock in the morning, working for 7 or 8 hours, coming back in the evening, And for what? For our illusion that we have about the body? Yes, I talked about investigation of the body, yeah? Look, whatever goes in, is nice, and whatever comes out, we find it disgusting. If you don't think so, then just, pull out some of the hairs and put it in your soup and then eat it because it's so nice. Huh? Or cut your fingernails and put it in your dish, yeah? No? Don't like it? Why is the things that come off the body, disgusting? Why the things that go onto the body so nice? Huh? Ask yourself this question. Because that is our misconception about the body. The food that goes in, is nice, the shit that comes out, we don't like to see it. Or do you like to taste it again? So ask yourself, that is really a question you should ask yourself. What are you doing? You work all life for your body and then this body dies. It just goes away, yeah? And what did it give you? Ask yourself, what did it give you? Except for a lot of, for a lot of discomfort? If you want to have a body, then have the body of a deva, it is much easier to look after it. Yeah? Light wave, yeah? Not that heavy, And you don't have to build cars, for the deva body. They just blink with the eye and then they are there wherever they want, yeah? Huh? That's how the Devas, visited from Germany. The Devas visited Lumpur Man and attended his talks. Lumpur Man asked them, how did they get here? Oh, we know the Devas from Thailand, yeah? And how did you get here? Yeah, we just blinked with our eyes and then we were here. That's easy. Try to do that when you want to go home. And you're still here, That's heavy, 60, 80 kilograms of flesh and bones are still sitting here. Huh? Much easier to maintain. Yeah? But here, in the human realm, it is, like the Lord Buddha said, it is the jumping board, yeah? I mean, that's where we can investigate the body and see, the nonsense that or our dreams, our illusion that we have about this body. What kind of joy does it bring us, yeah? Even if you think about the senses, do you think, the chitta, when it goes out of the body is blind? You can see all the realms, when it goes out of the body. You can see the ghost realms, you can see the devas realms, you can see the hell realms, you can see all the realms. Yeah? And you can think. We don't need the brain, We forgot, We just think, of course it cannot create all these material things, it cannot create a Dhamma hall, yeah? Because there it needs some material, some very heavy material hands, and that's why we had the body. Yeah? Mm-hmm. But we got lost in the body world, yeah? And don't find our way out. That's why we needed the Lord Buddha, to tell us the way out. The way out of Sila, Samadhi, Panya, yeah? And Samadhi is Samatha, yeah? It's a training of the mind to stay at one point. And to develop sati. We're not trying to develop mindfulness. Sati is the mind emptiness. When the mind is completely empty of anything, that is sati. Yeah? When the mind is full, it concentrates on one thing but doesn't know anything else. When the mind is empty, it knows everything. That's why we need to train it. Whatever goes on in the chitta, it knows. If there is desire coming up, if there's a feeling coming up, even when we concentrate on the breath, we still know what is going on in the chitta. And that is sati. Not mindfulness. People are so mindful, but they don't know what is going on, why they're doing the things that they are doing. But if they have sati, they know the things that they are doing, why they are doing, and what results it has. That's the difference between mindfulness and sati. So, talk long enough. Are there any questions?